Good evening, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. This is your girl K again. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you are new to this channel, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so that when I make new videos, it'll come up to you so you can be notified. Today, I know I have not made video in a while. I've been down, I've been depressed, and reason is I was scammed. So on TikTok and Facebook, I've seen a lot of videos, people talking about how they've been scammed by fake landlords. But this time around, I was scammed by fake tenant. So one of my homes, I've been thinking about trying this strategy on renting by the room so that I can generate more cash flow if I did that to be able to buy more assets. So I decided to do rent by the room. I decorated this room. I put it up for rent. I put it on spareroom.com, put it on Facebook Marketplace. And I was getting leads, but it were all day leads. So one day I was sitting on Facebook, browsing through Facebook. I saw Furnish Finder. I said, okay, then I've heard and seen a lot about Furnish Finder. So I decided to register so that I could give Furnish Finder a try. So I registered on Furnish Finder, posted the room. Someone contacted me within the same day, and the prospective tenant posted like they were a student, a 26-year-old student, pharmacology student that was doing research in Georgia and was coming to Alabama to conclude their research and wanted to rent the room for me for 5 months. Usually I have my guys usually up. I usually send a link out to the application to the prospective tenant to fill out, then do background check, do all the credit check and stuff, income verification before I can even entertain someone. But she applied for the renter, and that person sounded so, sweet and young and innocent. She said she was a student and her dad was going to be paying. Her dad had a construction company and he was going to be paying, and he was going to pay. He was going to be the one that we were going to do the credit check on and everything. So they wanted the room. So I said, well, I'm going to keep the room posted until I get, everything completed, like the background check, you fill up the application, and the credit pull, and if your dad pay the first month rent and security deposit, then I can give you all the room. She said, no problem, everything will be taken care of. How do you want your funds? So I said, I want you to Zelle me, or you can go through my app and pay through the app. She said, well, I am in a remote area doing research, but my dad will go ahead and send you the money. So can you give me your information where he can mail you a check? Not even thinking, because at this point my whole guard is down. I gave that person my email address, and someone sent me not my email, my house address, and someone sent me a check in the mail. And when I got the check came in on a Saturday. And usually if at my bank, if it's less than 5,000, you don't have to go into the bank. You can remotely deposit it. So before the check, the day she mailed out a check, she asked me, she said, can you do me a favor? And I said, what? She said, I don't think I'm going to drive to Alabama. When I'm coming, I'm going to fly in. Is it possible that you can receive my car? This dealership going to drop my car. Not thinking I'm trying to be nice. I said, oh, sure, I can receive the car for you. Then when the check was mailed, she said, well, I told my dad to send me the money for the car. He went ahead and added all the money and get sent one check. Can you please do me a favor and pay for the car when they deliver the car? I said, sure, I can do that. So when the check came, it was $3,598.27. They know how to trick people. So the room was gonna be the master suite with the bathroom and everything, two-car garage and private entry for 900. So that person sent me 900 and sent me the security deposit. Then the rest of the money, she said I was going to give it to whoever was going to deliver the car. That was Saturday. I deposited a check on Saturday. Sunday, I deposited that Saturday. It cleared on Saturday. Sunday, I didn't say anything. So Monday, I told her the check clear. Then she said, okay, then can you please Zelle money out to this person? They are the one going to be delivering the car. Not thinking, I decided let me try 100. I sent 100. The 100 went through, and then once it went through, I was trying to send the rest, and the bank, when they held it, I called the bank and took the whole off the Zelle. The next transfer was $820. I had already transferred 100. So after I transferred 820, so that means 920 left my account. When I was trying to do the third transfer, the bank blocked me. So I called the bank. And then someone on the side of the bank said, who are you sending this money to? And I explained to them. And they said, I think you've been scammed. I said, I don't think it's a scam. I said, I do have several rental. I rent out to people. And this is a tenant that's supposed to be moving in one of my rentals. She said, well, I don't think this is a tenant. I think this is a scammer. So she said, I need to transfer you to the fraud department. She transferred me to the fraud department. And the person on the other end of the line said, I think you've been scammed. This person you're sending the money to, I don't think is this person is a scammer. I don't think that account is even valid. The check you deposited 2 days ago, that check is not a real check. So because of that, we're going to put a hold on that check, even though the money will clear. Already the money that you receive, we're going to have to come back and take it from your account because that check is not a valid check. So the bank told me I've been scammed. When the bank told me that, it kind of all the lights and all the red flags just stood up. And I said, this don't make sense. Yes, indeed, I've been scammed. So the scammer asked me after I sent a 920, they said, are you going to send the rest of the money? I said, no, thank you for scamming me out of my hard-earned money. And then the person responded, this is not a scam. I'm not trying to scam you. And I said, oh no, the bank said the check that I deposited is not a valid check and I have to pay that money back. You are not real. Then she said, that person on the other end said, my daddy's going to call you. Someone called my phone from the number the person claimed the person was going to call from. And I pick up the phone, heard that person say, hello, Sharon Dad. I just cut off the phone because I knew they were all scammers. And long story short, 2 days later, the bank came back and took their money back from my checking account. And I was out of $920 scammed from my account. The reason why they hurt me so bad because I am low on cash. Things been very tight because I'm stretched thin. I'm trying to purchase this full unit apartment and cash been so hard. I have people back home, friends and family that have been requesting for help. And in this position, I cannot help. I've been telling them, promising people that I will help, but I don't have the money currently. And sat there and someone scamming out of $920. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been ready down and ready depressed, knowing that I could have blessed my family and friends in Liberia with that money that I stupidly lost. Well, I know my kids didn't want me to share this story, more especially my middle one, but I decided to share the story so that people can be wise out there. There are a lot of scammers they use all kinds of strategy now to scam you out of your money. Don't cash any check from someone you don't know remotely. take it to the bank and make sure that check is validated as a valid check before you give anyone your hard-earned money. And then when you zeal it out, if anybody give you a check and when you do zeal out money, know that person is trying to scam you, because normally nobody will send you a check for you to in turn send them money. That those checks are not real checks. And for some reason, the scammers are getting really, really smart, because usually the bank will have cut that check, but the check went ahead and cleared before it was cut. So I don't want you to go through what I went through. Cash right now, very, very, very tight. I know every day economy is not good and everyone is in a bind. So be wise. Open your eyes to transaction. Make sure people are verified. Don't let your guards down and lose your money. So I'm making the videos hopefully that someone else out there wouldn't lose that hard-earned money like I did mine foolishly. So if you're doing business, make sure whoever you interact with, they are not just talk to you via text or on the phone. You have to see those people and verify them, look at ID, do background check, do credit check before you start exchanging money or sending them money. And as a landlord, there's no reason why you should be trying to be nice and sending a tenant money. Money should be flowing in one way, not going back to your tenant unless you are refunding someone's security deposit. Be wise. I was foolish and I lost $920 that could have helped my kids for coming Christmas and Thanksgiving, or could have helped somebody back home. This is your girl K again. I'm going to bring you more money saving tips. Hopefully next week I'm going to give you some update from my group home, give you update on the rentals, and give you update. I know this time it took me a long time to bring video back to you all because I've been busy, and plus the last 2 weeks I've been down depressed, losing my $920. You guys stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. You have a pleasant weekend. God bless you. Thank you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Share the video with your friends and family. Thank you. Bye-bye.